I've told you a little bit about the company, so I thought I should tell you a little bit about me. So here's me in a 2-minute nutshell. Born 1954 in Forest, Mississippi, a little town just outside of Jackson. Fourth of 4 boys. I was the baby. My older brothers are Bill, Ron, and Steve. When I was 2 years old, we moved to southeast Missouri, a little town called Poplar Bluff, Missouri. There's only one high school there, and so I played football for the Poplar Bluff Mules. I mean, the whole town shut down for Friday night lights. It was one of the most wonderful periods of my life. I wouldn't trade that for anything in the world, small towns, for anything in the world. Funny thing about high school, too, I had an older brother for a high school teacher, Bill. He's 11 years older than me. And I knew going into it, it was either going to be really good or really bad. Well, it turns out it was really good. He ended up being one of the best teachers I've ever had. I wouldn't say I was his best student, but he was a good teacher. I learned a lot from him and actually had a lot of fun. Grew up on country music. Back then it was Johnny Cash and Merle Haggard and Patsy Cline. Still love country music. But today it's Luke Bryan and Blake Shelton and Little Big Town. It's all, just really good stuff. It's in my bones. And I say it's in my bones because my mom and dad played for a bluegrass band for 50 years. Their last band was Bill Ladd and the Boot Hill Five. I always liked that name. I played the guitar a little bit. Not very good. Certainly not as good as my mom and dad or any of my brothers, but it's one of my hobbies. I really enjoy playing. Went to college at what's now known as Southwest Missouri University. Today it's known as just Missouri State, where I met the love of my life, Molly Smith. Married her right out of college. 40 years later, still married. For some reason or another, she stuck with me. We've got 3 kids, Rob, Mike, and Stephanie. In fact, all 3 of them work for me, which turned out to be a blessing also. I got notes here. My first job was with Union Oil of California. I've only worked for a couple of companies over the last 30 years. I ended up, my last job was a sales manager for a multi-billion-dollar corporation. And so, I had a good job. I had a house, a healthy family, a car, dog, living the dream, right? High on life. Except I knew I wasn't. As my grandmother would say, there was no zip in my doodah. I was just getting up on Monday mornings and putting in the motions just so I could get through Friday. I wasn't miserable, but I could see miserable around the corner waiting for me. So what I needed was a fresh start. Trouble was, I was 58 years old, way too old to start a company. So what did I do? I started a company, Legacy Home Inspections. Fast forward to today, I'm about as happy as I've ever been in my entire life. I guess you could say my doodah got its zip back is something that you might say about me. Was raised Southern Baptist, but we're now Methodist. Very active members in a church called Church of the Resurrection here in Kansas City, with amazing pastors. Guy's name's Adam Hamilton. If you ever get a chance, Google Adam Hamilton. I mean, that guy is something else. Well, I don't know if any of this that I'm sharing with you means anything. I hope it does. Really what I hope is that you see part of your story in my story. And to sum me up, I guess I'm a country kid who was lucky enough to find his way in life. And I've been very blessed because of that. One more thing. If you get a chance, I'd like to hear about your story too. I'm serious. Email me, and I'll give you my email at the end of this video. Email me. Let me know what's going on in your life. I always like to catch up with people and understand, people are doing these days. Okay, probably bored you long enough. Good luck. Take care. And I hope someday to have the honor to meet you in person.